trying to figure out what's going on. Really, when it came back, our biggest problem that's happening in East Hollywood is we're having a serial burglar suspect. He is broken into 8 homes from August 5th to August 11th. He is targeting both apartment buildings and residents. He's knocking on the door, waiting to see if there's no answer, and then he will check and see if there's an open window, open door that's not locked. If it's open and there's a screen, he'll cut the screen and go in. Apparently there was a young female visiting from, I think somewhere from Illinois, and she was asleep on the couch. And the guy knocked, she didn't think anything of it, and he was actually inside the apartment when she was in. And this guy apparently likes to get in and out real quick because she heard him literally running inside the apartment from room to room to room, and then she popped up, he screamed, she screamed, and then he took off running. We have a description of him. He's a male Hispanic, 25 years of age, about 5'8", 160 pounds, and he's usually wearing a t-shirt with baggy shorts. And he has been wearing gloves at that particular time, so we're not really getting much in prints. But if anybody has anything that looks slightly suspicious, please call it in. It would be a big help. A big help. We're really, our detectives have been doing, starting up task force, trying to look for this guy, and he's hitting during the daytime, generally from 7 in the morning till about 6 at night. So anything at all, any tips would be greatly appreciated. Other than that, I'm going to be at the street walk on this Thursday, and the rest of them while they're in the Northeast, and looking forward to that. Captain Murphy is really excited about what you guys are doing with this. He's been nonstop talking since, apparently since the last walk that he did with you guys. And in fact, I think he's really trying to encourage other divisions to kind of use you guys as a role model for something like that. He's real into building relationships, and he thinks that's one of the best ways to do it. We got Sunset Junction coming up on the 27th, 28th, which I'm sure you all know. I know there's been stuff in the media regarding if it's going to go or if it's not. Last word that we got, it is going to happen. They're still negotiating what they owe between them and the city as far as billing. But the last word that they have, it's going to be a go with it. And the art cycle, we're going to go ahead Northeast. We'll set up a booth at it. I think it's a great event, and we would definitely like to participate in whatever support or ideas that you have for us. Please let me know.
Yeah, for sure. That's a dunking tank, right?
Yeah, exactly. The one with no water. Yeah. But really, that's about it. If anybody has any questions, I can try to answer. Yes, sir.
Yes, since there's no summer school for the kids, elementary school or high school, has there been an uptick in arrests or crimes committed by these youths?
Generally, no, not really. Marshall High School is going back to the traditional schedule, which is probably going to affect it a little bit. But we've, through Northeast and so many other divisions, we've really been pushing our PAL project, trying to get the guys involved. Unfortunately, it really hasn't taken effect over here, but we've had the summer night lights on the east side of our division. That has had a major impact as far as the crime stats that we've tracked between years that it hasn't happened to where it has happened. Overall, we just got to deal with each little fire spot and deal with it as it goes.
What about graffiti?
Graffiti, that's always been, I know exactly what you mean. Actually, when I came back today, driving around for a little bit, I was pleasantly surprised at the lack of graffiti today. Right, 7 o'clock, But I noticed only a few spots over here on Vermont that I've already put in the requests to the beautification team. But overall, the graffiti is it's so up and down. I wouldn't say there's any real cycle to it, even during the winter time. Yes, sir.
Officer Davis, I had an experience Friday. I know that you have no part to do with Rampart Division, you're from Northeast Division. But I was wondering if there was something that LAPD could do, because apparently what I was told that the Rampart Division, when I reported an incident, I was instructed by Officer Jones that the mayor of Los Angeles had instructed Chief William Beck not to touch these people, to let them go ahead and keep going with their illegal food sales and illegal vendors on the street in the Westlake area. Now, if it's going to happen in the Westlake area, he says, well, listen, hold on, let me find out, because there's a moratorium somewhere. I said, well, wait a minute. I live in the Virgil area, you know, over here in East Holland, close to the Silver Lake area. He says, well, there is no moratorium in that area. But that's not my question. My question is, what latitude does the mayor have? I mean, I know he hasn't been a police officer, he has never been to an academy or anything, but why is he trying to tell you guys how to enforce the law when he has no authority over that? Why can't the police officers like yourselves get the police union to stop that type of practice from him? Because he's encouraging crime, sir.
Well, no, as far as moratorium, there may be one over on the west side. I don't know. I have not received one. I have not heard anything from the mayor, and therefore, we as Northeast respond to complaints of illegal vending. In fact, right before I went on vacation, I cited 3 of them over here at Edgemont and Sunset, right in front of Kaiser. It's still enforceable. It's still illegal vending. I haven't heard anything different.
It's a problem that you spread.
Well, it does. It does. But here's the flip side to it. If you do call in, it is going to be a low priority call. Okay?
Yeah.
It will be a low priority call. Patrol really can't solve the problem, okay? Because all they really have time to do is to drive up, get out, okay, stop. They'll be back in 10 minutes, I
But
guarantee.
it's not only LAPD's fault, it's his fault. Because he's telling you guys how to do your job.
Oh, well, and again, I haven't heard that, so therefore, I'm not going to listen to it, okay? I have not heard that from the mayor or from, which would be mildly interesting. I mean,
The lead officer for this area, I've called him, and now I can understand why he's not here.
Yeah.
Because you guys can't get involved in political matters.
Yeah, and what I would do, and the senior lead has to be involved to solve a problem like that. It's an ongoing situation that has to be dealt with, not as a response to someone calling as, okay, whenever I'm here, when I have time, I'm going to this problem.
Yes,
Okay. What I would do is I would follow up through the community relations office, the Sergeant 2 there, okay, and actually just have a meeting with them. Go down to Rampart, call them, say let's set up a meeting. This is the situation. I'm hearing this. Let's clear the air here right now. I think would be the best approach for you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much for your
Yes, sir.
response. Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Anybody else? All right.
Thanks.
Well, again, great to see everybody, and I will be at the next meeting. Take care.
Is anybody here from Council District 13? Anybody? Ryan or? I don't see